That would be me.
Look who we're hanging with.
Jason David Frank.
Boom shakalaka.
Please do not change channel.
Hello, World Wide Web. Welcome back to the Hangin' with Web Show. I'm G.W. Pomichter. Thank you so much for logging on and tuning in. If you've got a second, yes, I'm talking to you, hit subscribe. We have to wait for him. Every time we have to wait for him. Hit the little bell. Come back over and over again. We've got authors, artists, filmmakers, musicians, creative minds of all kinds come to the Hangin' with Web Show. And we are here right now at Space Coast Book Lovers in Cocoa Beach, Florida. And we're hanging with author Kait Ballenger. Kait, thanks for hanging with us. Now, Kait's the author, among other things, of Cowboy, Wolf, Trouble.
Yes.
Cowboy, Wolf, Trouble.
It is paranormal romance.
Many of you know what Cowboy Trouble is. A few of you know what Wolf Trouble is. Kait wants to tell you what happens when you combine the two.
So my series is set in just outside of Billings, Montana. And the
as Cowboy Wolf Trouble would be.
So the heroes of the series are werewolves. They are ranchers by day to make their living, and werewolves by night. And the setup of
But you didn't see that coming?
So the setup of the first book is the hero ends up getting caught in a wolf trap by the heroine, who is a female rancher who lives nearby. So that's how they initially meet, and antics ensue from there.
Antics ensue. That is the author's favorite thing to happen, antics. And this is paranormal romance?
Yes.
Antics.
It is sexy, yeah.
Okay. Cowboys, wolves, ranchers. Come on, folks. The hay bale gets a bad reputation for a reason. Just saying. What? Okay. We're just gonna laugh a lot. What inspired this tale?
So my publisher was actually looking for a book that was a fresh take on paranormal romance. There's a lot of shifter series out there, so they wanted something that brought in a new element, and so that's when I thought, why not make them cowboys too? Mix two favorite romance tropes together.
See, and we're going to show you the book cover so that you can see cowboys and wolves makes for great art. You know, that's not right. There's just, nobody has that.
He's real. He's a cover model.
Yeah, I know. That's what scares me. You know, so what drew you into wanting to write paranormal romance? What speaks to you about that?
Mostly just I love to read that genre. When I first started reading romance, one of the very first authors I picked up was J.R. Ward, who writes the Black Dagger Brotherhood, and I sort of fell in love with that series, and I already had a love of reading fantasy, and so when you can combine romance with those fantasy elements, it just seems like magic to me.
And to many others. Just saying, Dina loves good paranormal romance back there. She's probably Googling you right
She's
now.
Like, she's giving me the thumbs up.
Yeah, it's a thing. I just look at the covers and I'm like, wow, look at that. I'm gonna go on a diet really soon. Writers are readers.
Yes.
And we want your fans and your readers out there to get to know what you love. So, favorite fantasy hero or heroine?
Oh. That's a really hard one. Okay, so favorite fantasy heroine would be Claire from Outlander, for sure.
Amazing. If you're
She's
watching
kick-ass.
the show and you haven't watched Outlander, why?
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, look it up. Okay, so Claire from Outlander. You know what? What's amazing about that is we get to see I think the last decade or so has been amazing for writers writing powerful female characters.
Yes.
And it is a lot of fun to see what happens when we take a powerful modern female character and we put her in an era that is where women didn't have that kind of power.
Exactly.
And we see how she interacts and how she claims her own power. And Claire does that very well.
Yes.
Both in print and on the screen. So that's just good writing.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Okay. Favorite fantasy hero?
Oh gosh,
Somebody's got to outdo Muscle Cowboy over there.
that's
I'm
hard.
just saying, I don't know who you are, brother, but I got a little man crush thing going on here. Okay? Call
I
me.
do love Outlander, so the temptation is to say Jamie Fraser, right? But I don't want to just keep going on an Outlander kick.
It's not leaving the Outlander universe for this.
Oh gosh, favorite fantasy hero. I really like Zadist from the Black Dagger Brotherhood,
Awesome.
J.R. Ward. He's super tortured and dark, hero.
I was going to say, do you prefer sort of the white hat heroes, or do you like sort of the anti-heroes? And you kind of answered that question. The anti-hero, the underdog hero are a lot more fun.
Yes, I love writing underdogs. I love writing the anti-heroes who kind of have a dark past and then turn good.
I did not want to do this. It's just this is where I am today.
Yes, exactly. And that's very much the hero in Cowboy Wolf Trouble. He's very much that kind of hero.
Wasn't expecting that at all. He was just out one night. I can't even use that line. We're a family show, but anyway. Okay, so you write in Montana. You're big sky country.
Yes.
What about that setting drew you in? What did you like about that particular setting?
Well,
a lot of people we did an author earlier likes resorts, and we do a lot of Florida authors here in Florida that like to write on the beach where they know. Why Montana? What did you find attractive about that setting?
Well, when I was thinking about the series and I was trying to set it up, I thought cowboys, and the first thought is like Texas, right? But that just seemed that just seemed too
so cliche.
done. Exactly. So I wanted to do somewhere out west, and it had to be somewhere that was big in ranching country, and the beef industry is really big in Montana. That's the main way people make their living.
There is so much double entendre in that sentence that I don't have to touch it. I don't even have to touch that. Y'all are already there. Especially our romance readers. Y'all got there like before she said it. So, it is, we love to kind of get in your head a little bit and find out what makes you tick as a reader.
Okay.
Okay. So aside from just the paranormal romance, okay, we send you to. Did you see the book nook next door?
Yes.
Go in and grab a book. Out of your genre, what would your favorite genre be?
So I love historical romance. If you couldn't tell from the Outlander reference, I love historical romance. And outside of the romance genre, I like to read a lot of young adult books.
Really? That's fantastic. Young adult books are just that. They're young adult books. And adults can really get a lot out of it. One of our favorite writers, Hangin with Web Show alumnus, our young adult writers are fantastic. Stephanie Duell is one of our favorites, who writes a YA steampunk series.
Oh, nice.
That I was like, YA? I don't know if I'm going to like that or not. It's for kids. Not so much, really.
It's so well written.
It is. And you know what? To keep a young adult's attention, you have to be a phenomenal writer.
Exactly.
Because they're like, hey, a video game. Hey, cat. They just all over the place. So we're all big kids inside. Okay. So what do you want to be when you grow up?
I guess I'm working on that right now, a full-time writer.
So she's not going to.
I'm an adjunct professor by trade. I teach English and business, but I'm hoping to start
English and business.
Yeah, so I teach in the management department at Stetson University, which is like professional communications.
Yes.
And then, so I'm hoping to get out of that.
For all of you writers out there,
full-time.
English and business, these are not competing fields. You can know both.
Yes, you can know both.
And if you really want to succeed, try to know both.
Yes.
Okay, so where are you headed up the road? Where can readers find you?
So my next signing event will be at Coastal Magic. It's a while off in February. It'll be just shortly after Cowboy Wolf Trouble releases on January 1st.
Fantastic. So you can catch Kait up the road at Coastal Magic, which is up in Daytona Beach, if I'm not right.
Yes, and I will also be at RWA and Book Lovers Con next year. So New Orleans and New York City.
Plenty of chances. You have plenty of time to go get the book, read the book, come and get the book signed.
Yes.
And meet the author. We hope that you'll keep tuning in and find out more down below in the links about Kait Ballenger, the author of Cowboy Wolf Trouble. She's going to flash that card around at me until I shut up, so I think I will do just that. But first, I'm going to say thank you to our partners and friends at Asylum Convention Entertainment Services, Space Coast Comics, Off the Chain Radio with author Yvonne Mason. Yvonne, we truly missed you this weekend. We hope you're doing okay. Our friends over at Krypton Radio, Famous Faces and Funnies, and Something Unique Magazine. These are the people who share our authors and artists and creators all over the World Wide Web. We're so grateful for everything that they do for us. And we hope that you guys will too. Remember, hit subscribe, come back, log on, tune in, and see who we're hanging with next.
All right.